Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 breaking news.
But then the phone call started, and that's when they're just saying it's time to get out now, time to go. And I know as a firefighter, I used to be a wildland firefighter, that we have like how much time? Maybe an hour if we're lucky to get out.
More than 1,000 Jacksonville residents are under evacuations as the Upper Applegate fire burns at a confirmed 350 acres. 2 zones are under level 3 go now evacuations, and right now many people having to leave their homes just hours after the fire began. Thank you for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 6. I'm Samantha Cadera. We'll talk more about those being evacuated in just a minute, but first, let's see the latest evacuations in place for the Upper Applegate fire with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
We have several level 3, level 2, and level 1 evacuations for this fire. Take a look at the level 3 go now evacuations for zones JAC 427 and JAC 436. This is to the west of Jacksonville in the Applegate Valley. In the yellow, level 2 evacuations for JAC 421 and 437. And then we have several level 1 evacuations in place. One of the newer ones, JAC 443. You can get a closer look at this map and to check your zone on kdrv.com. Level 1 means be ready. Level 2 means be set, ready to leave at a moment's notice. And level 3 means go now. You are in immediate danger. The fire, the Upper Applegate fire, up to 350 acres, 0% containment. You can see active on the north and south ends of this fire. And we can see the smoke from our Medford weather cam crews dealing with the not only the warm temperatures, but also some fairly blustery winds. You can see the fire has been fairly active on radar, but it hasn't been in the last hour as active. So hopefully some good news there. Fire crews hopefully going to get a handle on this one, but they're going to continue to work as we head into this evening and tonight. Get more details on the Upper Applegate fire. Take a closer look at those evacuations on our website, kdrv.com.
As the Upper Applegate fire grows to 350 acres, we're continuing to track how crews are responding on the ground. NewsWatch 12's Oscar Rodriguez joins us live from Jacksonville Elementary, where the school is being used as an evacuation shelter. Oscar, you've been out there talking to people. What have you learned?
Yeah, that's right, Samantha. So the American Red Cross did open an emergency shelter here at Jacksonville Elementary School for the evacuees from the Upper Applegate fire. I spoke with a member from the Red Cross, and they said they're offering food, water, and even showers. And you can even bring your pet as well. If you do not have a cage for the pets, they'll bring one as well. They have one provided for you, I'm sorry. But the pets will be staying outside of the building, as you can see right here towards the right of me, this black gate, just because if people do have allergies to them, that's why they're staying outside. Just wanted to say a warning to everyone. If you don't know of your evacuation zone, please head over to our website at kdrv.com for more information about that, and especially for the fire. But I'll give you more information about what they're doing here at the American Red Cross later at 6:30. But from Jacksonville Elementary School, I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
All right, Oscar, thank you. And we will continue to track this fire and bring you the latest updates on air and online. But knowing your zone is an important piece of information that could save your life. It's quick, it's simple, and in a fire, it could be the difference between getting out safely or not. Here's how to find yours. You'll need a computer or cell phone to find out. Head to protect.genesis.com. It'll take you to an address to search. From there, put your home address or business you'd like to know your zone for. As an example, I'll use KDRV's address of 1090 Knutson Avenue. And there you go. The station zone is Med 001. Make sure to have your zone memorized or written down and have an evacuation route planned as we go more into wildfire season. Residents are encouraged to sign up for Jackson County Alerts, Ready Siskiyou Alerts, and Josephine County Citizen Alert System to receive timely emergency notifications directly via phone, text, or email and stay informed during critical situations. Crews responded to a fully involved garage fire on the 100 block of Ponderosa Way in Eagle Point. Fire District 3 has just confirmed to NewsWatch 12 that the fire is now out. All occupants were able to escape safely and there are no injuries. Firefighters from Fire District 3 declared the garage fire a working structure situation and immediately moved into offensive mode. Thanks to their fast direct action, the blaze was fully extinguished and no one was harmed. Today, around 75 people were at the Superior Court in Wairika to support the family that lost a 3-year-old. The man accused of murdering and sexually assaulting the child, Marion Spence, appearing in person and pleading not guilty. The DA spoke to the families after the arraignment and said this is a normal plea at this point and the DA will prove any guilt. If he is found guilty, his sentencing will be life without parole or a death sentence. Spence will be in court on July 22nd for his next court appearance. More details are on our website, ktrv.com. A Central Point man is going to prison for sexually abusing a young girl he once babysat. Damian Alvarado was in court today and has those details.
The 44-year-old has been sentenced to nearly 6 years in prison for sexually abusing the victim, who was only 7. But this isn't the only case he has with that family. The victim's mother told me the full truth only came out after a 2020 case against McSorley convicted him for using a shock collar on her 5-year-old daughter. He pled guilty to 2 counts of attempted sexual abuse in the first degree. He must also register as a sex offender. According to court documents, in 2020, he pleaded guilty to 3rd-degree assault and witness tampering after placing a dog shock collar on the 5-year-old's arm and instructing his wife to activate it. His wife was also charged with assault. I was able to talk to the victim's mother about the case.
All the right things. I did all the right things as a mother to go through DHS and going through the background checks, and that still wasn't enough. My daughter was the real hero. She's the one who had to say this happened to me, and that's when we began a journey.
Judge Razovspor dropped his 2023 resisting arrest charge, but today, as I was in court at his sentencing, McSorley resisted arrest inside the courtroom, needing to be restrained by deputies. Reporting in studio, I'm Damian Alvarado.
And an update on the Be on the Lookout alert from Mount Shasta Police. Stephen Haff has now been arrested and faces 3 felony charges. Last night, Mount Shasta Police issued an alert after residents reported Haff for assaulting people with a knife near Mount Shasta City Park. This afternoon, Haff was spotted and taken into police custody. He was then transported to the Siskiyou County Jail, where he is now being held on 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of making criminal threats. And a Klamath Falls man was arrested yesterday on federal charges in an explosives investigation after more than 200 homemade explosive devices were seized from his home. The Basin Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team received information about 51-year-old Jason Laurie selling homemade explosives out of his home. Federal warrants for Laurie's arrest and the search of his home, business, and car were obtained. Authorities seized more than 200 homemade explosives, materials to build explosives, guns, and several ounces of suspected meth. Laurie is now lodged at the Jackson County Jail while he waits for a federal court appearance.
Blue skies through most of the region, but we are tracking, of course, smoke from the Upper Applegate fire. You can see that smoke wafting on the south side of the Rogue Valley. Not seeing any air quality impacts right now, even down in Ashlin, but you head up in elevation into the Cascades. There could be at least some light impacts to air quality and potentially that smell, of course. Winds are rather blustery throughout the region, sustained out of the northwest in the Basin right now in Klamath Falls at 21 miles per hour. We're getting some higher gusts over 30 miles per hour in Gold Beach. And we're going to see another fairly gusty day tomorrow as well. It will stay on the dry side, maybe not as warm as today, but still going to be concerned about fire starts. Currently 84 degrees in Medford. It's 83 in Lakeview, 85 now in Montague, and 65 degrees along the coast in Brookings. Here's our big weather maker, though, to end out the work week. It will bring a significant cool down to the region as we head into Friday, along with some much needed rain chances. In the meantime, tonight, staying mostly clear for most of the region, down to 50 in Medford, 43 in Klamath Falls. Tomorrow, still fairly warm weather expected, not as warm as today, though. We'll see some passing clouds and some more blustery winds tomorrow afternoon across the region. I'll have details on the timing of some of that wet weather and details on that cool down into the start of summer coming up.
The Oregon Department of Forestry is conducting an aerial survey across the state this month, looking for damage from pests and other threats to our forests. This annual survey flight will be between 1,500 and 2,500 feet and follow a systematic grid. An ODF forest entomologist said the survey has revealed an increase of tree deaths in recent years due to drought and stress beetle attacks. They expect to see that trend continue in this year's survey, especially in our region. Siskiyou County leaders met to address the ongoing impact of emergency drought regulations on Northern California's agricultural economy. This meeting was hosted by Siskiyou Economic Development Council, which focused on a draft plan assessing the effects of water reduction in the region. Years of drought have led to agriculture water restrictions. State leaders are considering Assembly Bill 263, which could extend those restrictions. AAA of Northern California are urging lawmakers to support Assembly Bill 390, which aims to expand California's slow down and move over law. If passed, the bill would require drivers to slow down or change lanes when approaching any vehicle stopped on the side of the road. Not just emergency vehicles with flashing lights, the call for expanded protections comes as statistics reveal a significant increase in fatalities involving people outside disabled vehicles. The measure has passed the Assembly appropriations and is now heading to the Senate Transportation Committee. Utility bills are about to get more expensive for those living in Ashlin starting July 1st. The city is increasing several monthly service fees to help fund public safety, wildfire prevention, and park maintenance. The public safety fee will jump from $1.50 to $5. The wildfire mitigation fee will increase from $3 to $7. And a new parks fee is being added to help support the city's park system.